Mr. Crockett was an adventurous man who often found himself in peculiar situations. This time, he had chosen to go on vacation to Bosnia, a place known for its beautiful landscapes and rich history. However, there was one little problem: the lingering presence of millions of landmines from the conflicts of the past. As he arrived in Bosnia, a heavy sense of caution surrounded him. He had heard tales of the Canyon of Laughing, a stunning gorge filled with dazzling views and welcoming locals. Yet, given the risks, he would need a guide. That's where Amir came in. Amir was a local who knew the terrain like the back of his hand. With his cheerful demeanor, Amir assured Mr. Crockett that they would be safe, as long as they stuck to the paths he knew were clear. Their journey started bright and early the next day. The sun was shining, and birds chirped overhead, creating an atmosphere of astonishing beauty. As they walked through the winding trails, Amir shared stories about Bosnia's culture, spirit, and the significance of the historical sites they encountered. Mr. Crockett enjoyed his company, marveling at the breathtaking views. The canyon was, indeed, a treasure filled with laughter of the past, and the hope of a brighter future. However, as they ventured deeper into the canyon, the ground beneath their feet became less predictable. They had to tread carefully, skirting patches of wildflowers and rocks. Mr. Crockett was eager, yet the thought of landmines kept him alert. He felt fortunate to have Amir by his side. Suddenly, with a fateful step, Amir's foot landed on a hidden landmine. The silence erupted into chaos. In an instant, the air filled with dust and despair. Mr. Crockett was left standing there, eyes wide, as Amir, his friend and guide, fell to the ground, never to rise again. Mr. Crockett was devastated, feeling a pang of guilt. He had learned so much from Amir and could not fathom a world without his laughter and stories. Determined not to let Amir's tragedy overshadow his trip, Mr. Crockett continued on. Hours later, he stumbled upon Bosnia, a quirky local who was known for his unique hobby, jump farming. Mr. Crockett found Bosnia bouncing on his feet, laughing beneath a tree. His bright smile filled the space around him with joy. "Hey there, friend. You look a bit glum. Want to jump?" Bosnia invited, gesturing with a sweeping motion. Confused but intrigued, Mr. Crockett approached. "What's jump farming?" he asked, chuckling nervously. "It's simple. You jump and jump for no reason. It's carefree. It's fun. Just follow my lead." Bosnia grinned. As Mr. Crockett began to mimic Bosnia's jumps, he found himself laughing for the first time since Amir's accident. They laughed together as they hopped along the hillside, learning the joy of sheer silliness. Bosnia taught him the art of avoiding curious onlookers, emphasizing that secrecy was key, turning banal jumping into an exhilarating experience. For days, Mr. Crockett immersed himself in jump farming. He felt liberated, as if he was finally escaping the weight of the world and the recent tragedy. Yet, as his vacation came to an end, he realized he would miss this whimsical activity and the unforgettable memories of Bosnia. Back home, Hank decided to showcase his newfound talent in the least likely place, Walmart. With determination and a heart full of adrenaline, he slipped into the store, where shoppers roamed the aisles, oblivious to the spectacle about to unfold. Mr. Crockett began to jump, drawing attention from some customers who found his antics amusing. But soon enough, the store manager, a stern-looking man with no sense of humor, caught sight of the commotion. "What in the world are you doing? You can't just jump around here," he shouted, marching toward Mr. Crockett. Panicked, Mr. Crockett didn't stop. The thrill surged through him, but within moments, he was cornered. Security was called, and despite his pleas of innocence and explanation of jump farming, the officials decided he was a nuisance and had to be taken in. What ensued was a bizarre trial that ended with a peculiar form of justice. Mr. Crockett was publicly sentenced to be hung in the chips aisle, a punishment that left the audience in stitches. As he dangled lifelessly there, something remarkable happened. Laughter spread through the store, echoing through the aisles of chips and snacks. Shoppers couldn't help but chuckle at the absurdity of it all, mocking the very concept of jumping for joy that had led to his demise. In his final moments, As he floated away between the bags of tortilla chips and popcorn, he could still hear their laughter, a strange mix of delight and disbelief. Mr. Crockett's adventures had taken him from the beauty of Bosnia to the shelves of Walmart, leaving behind a story that would be hilariously retold for ages. Perhaps in the end, he had found a new kind of laughter after all.